kids, welcome to Come Rant With Me, a.k.a. Rant Live With Them, Rant Live Without Them, a.k.a. You got to give the people what they rant. I'm Matt Gorman, I'm the host of Come Rant With Me. I'm here with my friend, producer, engineer, and flavor catcher pioneer, David Huey Heyman. And this is Come Rant With Me. This is a podcast where we rant about shit that pisses us off in the world. Little things, mundane things, just about anything that I need to rant about, that if I didn't do it here, I'd be doing it at home. Driving my wife crazy. She's heard it all a million times before, so I do it here instead. She appreciates it. Hopefully you appreciate it, and all's good in the world. So today my guest is stand-up comedian Ryan Dillon. But before we get to him, I just want to talk briefly about movies. What is the deal with movies now? You go see a movie, and there's 1,000 options. You can see it in 3D IMAX, AVX, fucking D-Box. What the fuck is all this shit? I just want to go see a movie. Is it so hard? The one where it plays on the big screen and I can hear the sound. There's got to be a million different options. Each one costs $1 more. This one's $2 more, but your seat shakes? Like, are you fucking serious? That's a thing? I don't want that. I just want to watch a movie. Most of the time, I just want to stay home and watch it on my couch because I couldn't care to smell the fucking guy next to me's nachos and the dude behind me kicking the back of my seat. But when I do I need to pick from 11 different options of how it's being projected? And I'm a film guy. I'm like an aficionado, but I just want you to decide how it should be displayed and then show it to me. Also, the times the movie starts. Like, how come the movie starts, it says it starts at 7, or let's say 9, whatever it is, and at that time, first they show you 8 minutes of commercials, then they show you 14 minutes of trailers, then they show you more commercials, and then the movie starts. Like, how about you tell me the time the movie's going to actually start? I went to a movie in a small town this summer. I was in Stratford to see a play because I'm like fucking, I'm cultured and shit. So, but one of the nights we were there, we decided to go see a movie. So we went to see a movie, and the movie was called for 8 o'clock. And at 8 o'clock on the dot, the lights went down, the movie started. Our fucking minds were blown. That's a thing? That still happens? I guess it's only in big cities where I'm paying twice the price and I have to pick from 8 different fucking screening options that I have to watch 20 minutes of commercials also. I've seen movies in Europe too, same thing. Like, they call the movie for 8, the commercials and shit still play, but they play starting at 10 to 8, and at 8 o'clock when the movie's called for, that's when the fucking movie starts. So that's how it should be. If there's a time scheduled, start the movie at that fucking time, movie theaters. You fucking serious with me? Drives me crazy. End rant. Anyway, whatever. Let's get to today's show. Today, my guest is stand-up comedian Ryan Dillon. It's a funny show. I think you'll like it. Ryan's a good guy, really funny. I met Ryan several years ago when he was working as a production assistant on a TV series I was first ADing called Perfect Storms for the History Channel. And, Ryan was a good PA, but every once in a while he disappeared to go write in a little journal and write some jokes, and told us he was going to become a stand-up comedian, and we were like, okay, buddy, whatever you say, can you go empty that fucking garbage right now? Because it stinks. But what do you know? A couple of years later, Ryan's like a Canadian stand-up on the rise. He's doing gigs all over the country, and he's opening for big acts, and he's a really funny guy, a great act. Definitely check him out. And we had a really funny conversation, so have a listen. I hope you like it. Peace.
That's why I mentioned accounts. I did photography, wedding photography. Oh, right, I remember that. And I just quit. I do some little bit of editing, but I'm phasing that out too. But basically, it's just stand-up and acting.
Right on.
Nice. That's awesome.
I just dabble in everything. That's why I got this.
I'm kind of like that too.
Yeah.
I dabble in everything. I've never had like a consistent one job ever. I was like, I was in cadets and I had my pilot's license before I could drive, and I thought that's what I was going to do.
Really?
But I did comedy since junior high, but like I was always like, I never thought of it as something I'd do for the rest of my life. Like,
right.
As a kid, I was like, I want to be a comedian for sure, but I was like, oh, that's just a dream. That's like,
right.
I got to get a job, I got to go get a degree or whatever. And then when I was like in university in Newfoundland, hating it, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll just go do it, and if I fail, then that's fine. and it's been going good.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Cool, let's get into it. Let's give me one sentence about who you are and what you do.
My name is Ryan Dillon. I'm originally from St. John's, Newfoundland, and I'm a comedian actor here in Toronto.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Well, now let's get to know you a little bit better. I'm going to ask you some questions, and the purpose behind these is everyone likes one of these things more than the other, and you can like both, but you're always going to like one more than the other.
So you want me to pick one?
Yeah, you can pick one, and I'll say a little thing about your personality. And
I can't wait.
I
cannot wait for Matt Gorman to judge me.
I judge. I don't mind.
We go back to that episode. You're always judging.
The whole judging episode. So anyway, smooth or crunchy?
Smooth.
Nice.
That's correct.
No, I
That's
disagree.
correct, Matt.
No,
that's
see,
correct.
That some of these do have correct and incorrect answers, but the smoothing.
And this would
crunchy
be
is
our first
subjective.
correct subject here.
All right.
Thank you, Ryan.
Whatever. Growing Pains or Who's the Boss? Or are you too young for that shit?
I think I'm shamefully too young for that shit. I know the two shows, but I wouldn't be able to pick one. I never watched either of them.
I gotta change my list for the youngins.
I like anybody who was over a certain age that was listening to this podcast just went, well, not Ryan.
You're not the first. It's all
Yeah.
good. Window or aisle on the plane?
I had this problem recently. I'm going to say aisle only because I prefer the window, but I flew Porter and the wall curves in.
Oh, yeah.
So it curves in. So my leg,
What?
my right leg had to bend inward.
Oh, shit.
So it was a 4 hour, it was like 6 hours, so two stopovers, sorry. So when
Should I go to Newfoundland?
yeah, because I did the cheapest flight, so it's
Right.
the milk run, right? You stop at Ottawa
Right,
or Montreal,
right.
and then you go to Halifax, then Newfoundland.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me. But I love the window. I prefer the window because I get to see everything. And
Right.
I used to have a pilot's license. It's expired now, so
Right.
I like to look and stuff. But man, that leg, I was like, as the lady left next to me, I had 2 seats free, so I
Yeah.
sat in the aisle the rest of the time.
Yeah.
So I prefer window, but man, if it's a shitty plane, then I'm totally gonna get the aisle.
Window on a big plane, maybe an aisle on a
Small plane, yeah.
Yeah. What else we got here? Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Nice.
Yeah,
Correct.
Star Wars.
That's
That's the right answer for me.
Yeah, I don't
is
know
the right
how
answer.
anyone. I feel like Trek is a specific age people that like grew up at the exact were at the exact right age when the
Nerds.
TV series premiered, and that was their thing. But and I don't even know when that was. Like in the '60s, probably it's before Star Wars, right? It was like in the
I have
60s.
more of an emotional connection to it. Like my dad passed away when I was really young, but I remember we connected on Star Wars.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like when I watch Star Wars, I feel like a kid.
Oh, yeah.
When I watch Star Trek, I feel like I'm an adult.
Right.
You know, and
Yeah.
I go to watch those things to be a kid again.
Yeah.
Most people are just ashamed of their parents if they like Star Trek.
Yeah.
Like, if you had a dad
yeah.
that likes Star Trek, he'd be like, yeah, my dad likes Star Trek.
And
Whereas
now
I'm
they-
like, my dad loves Star Wars.
Yeah,
yeah.
What about Roseanne? Are you old enough for Roseanne?
I know Roseanne.
Original Becky or new Becky?
That's a tough one because, see, I look at the Roseanne's amazing, and
I agree.
And that show we actually at Humber had the guy who created Roseanne come in,
Oh, yeah.
and do a talk and everything like that. I don't
That's
know.
awesome.
I never really thought too much about it. I don't know if I have enough opinion. If I had to say, I'd say original, like
Yeah.
because the original is the original. Like I don't like it when there's cast changes at all because I'm like, ugh. Even like the only cast changing I think I could ever agree with is probably Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, and when they made Incredible Hulk part of the Marvel world, which originally was
Right.
supposed to. They just put that tag at the end with Robert Downey Jr. to be like, we're assembling a team. And it's
Right.
like, oh, okay. But then when because at Comic-Con when they put out the Avengers for the first time in 2008 or whatever, like here's your entire cast together in one spot.
Right.
And Mark Ruffalo came out, and everyone booed. People at Hall H.
Well,
at
who did
Comic-Con.
they want? They wanted
Edward Norton because they were
But
like,
before that was fucking
Eric Bana.
Eric Bana.
So,
It's like gone
yeah.
so through. So and those first, I actually liked
I like
the
Lou
first. I
Ferrigno.
liked the Bana version, which people hated, which I actually thought was a very good movie.
I think if
it
I
wasn't
had-
a good superhero movie, but it was
Yeah.
a good movie.
Yeah.
But the Ed Norton one is garbage. That's a terrible movie.
the Edward Norton is like it's good action. Like it did better if you took the action from the Ed Norton one,
Yeah.
more the actual like story arc of the first one,
Right.
and put them together. Because like when you watch the original, like the one with Eric Bana, there's like some pretty god awful special effects for its time.
Yeah.
They were pretty bad, and also just like some emotional stuff that was just a little like.
That's why I never watched the Ed Norton one. 'Cause
Yeah.
it turned off by the other one. I've never seen the Ed Norton.
No, the Ed Norton it's worth a watch. It's
Really?
worth a watch for action and like, but they got the Hulk right with Mark Ruffalo.
It's so big. Like the Ed Norton one, he's like fucking 100 feet tall in some of
Yeah.
the scenes. Like he's so gigantic. Where the Hulk is supposed to be like 8-10 feet tall, like a big fucking
Yeah.
guy, but not like a fucking
Monster.
like as tall as a building. And I don't know. There was something about that one, and just like I just.
So I'm trying to say is original
Yeah.
Becky.
Nice. Backstreet Boys are in sync.
NSYNC.
You were like coming up at that.
I was
time,
coming up
probably.
NSYNC though.
In sync.
NSYNC, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's correct.
Yeah,
JT can't be JT. And,
yeah, JT man, come
What's
on.
his face? The fat one.
Joey
Fatone.
Joey
He's the
Fatone.
fat one.
Yeah, NSYNC
Yeah.
also just looks more fun. Like even Fatone, like when they did like a bunch of B movies, like, they look like they're embracing. Or Backstreet Boys look like they're still trying to be the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
And I'm
Backstreet
like,
Boys.
yeah.
In sync were like and the same way Justin Timberlake like makes fun of himself. He's self-deprecating.
He's self-deprecating.
Where Backstreet Boys took themselves really seriously.
NSYNC
I
had
feel
much more
like.
sillier music videos.
Yeah.
Like they head. Like remember the horror one where they were all
Yeah.
like they just kind of embraced the
better.
cheese, whereas
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys took themselves a little too seriously.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Hot or cold? You prefer to be hot or cold?
Cold.
Nice.
I can't do heat at all. My God, I'm from the East Coast.
You're Newfoundland.
I'm from Newfoundland, man.
Yeah.
Summer's here. I want to
I got
throw
Newfie
myself into a
blood.
blender. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, my girlfriend, like, I just started seeing someone, and she's amazing, and she's, like, one of those cold, like, she gets cold toes in the middle of the night, and she'll be, like, asleep, her toes will rub against my leg, and she'll be like, I'm so sorry, and I'm like, no, and I just, like, hold her feet, like, it's so, I can't do, if I'm too warm, I, like, want to leave.
Couldn't agree more.
Where I'm a little cold, I'll put a sweater on, I'm totally fine.
I just saw a thing from, CES is going on right now, the gadget convention in Vegas, and I saw one of the things is a bed with, like, a feet warmer at the bottom of the bed.
Holy
like
hell.
The bottom section
Why
of
would
the
you
bed
want that?
warms your feet.
Beds are supposed to be cold.
Actually, I think I know where you're going with this.
Like the bottom of your bed, I'm constantly trying to find in my foot area like a cold. In fact, I'll save a cold section. I'll like take the sheet off my bed with my feet as I like give my wife little like rubs.
It's like flipping the pillow.
Yeah, and then as I'm ready for bed, I then move my feet to the new area and move my dog to the area where it was.
Right.
And then I get a cold new area. It's fantastic.
I like to mix it up.
It's
The
like flipping
pillow
the pillow.
thing is,
It's like
I
flipping
never
the pillow.
knew that the pillow thing was a thing until like social media came around, and then someone created a Facebook group called "I Flip My Pillow Over at Night So I Can Have the Cold Side," and I was like, "Holy shit! Other people do that? I didn't know that was like a thing that everyone did."
a whole
And then it
world
made
of
me
pillow
feel like
flippers.
connected to other people. Of like, oh, I thought it was a freak that
No,
three
no,
times
no.
a night I wake up and flip my pillow over.
I think it's a Jewish thing that you think you're alone.
Maybe.
I feel like that kind of pillow flipping warmth would have come up in like kind of Christian lore, like Christmas lore. I'm excited. Schindler's List 2 is coming out.
What's that?
Schindler's List 2 is coming out.
Oh, really? Schindler's Return? Revenge of Schindler?
Disco Nights.
My web series I have coming out, I should show you that sketch, dude. It's pretty funny. Der Fuhrer's Footwear, it's called. It's a commercial for going out of business sale for a shoe store in Nazi Germany in 1945 as the Allied forces are about to invade.
Wonderful.
It's pretty funny, if you ask me.
That
It's
long
pretty-
line got me.
It's dark.
Sorry, the shoe company going out of business during the Holocaust, yeah? Yes, I would love to see this movie.
That sounds like a winner.
Yeah. If it's just a deadpan treat as a serious family business, it just happens to take place during World War II, that's fine.
Beach or pool?
A beach.
Yeah, you're a newfie. You got
Oh,
the
beach, yeah. Pools are gross. Pools
I
are
agree.
gross. Everyone's gross. Everything's gross about pools. Why would
There's
you
so
ever
many
enter a
people
pool?
that like pools more.
I don't
think
want
we're
to
in the
swim in human
minority.
soup. Why would I
I
want to
agree.
swim in human soup? I want to swim in clam chowder.
I kind of wish you had the pool. I like the beach. I like the. I don't know. I like the appeal of the pool where like there's someone to bring you a drink and there's nice loungers and you're not sinking
That's not a
into
pool,
the
that's a
sand.
hotel, though.
But the ocean itself, I prefer the ocean over a pool. Like for the water, I want the water of the ocean, but the surrounding of the beach.
Yeah, you want a resort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna swim a bar where you can piss, drink and piss at the same time.
And that's why I stay away from the pool.
The ocean, you can take a shit.
Well, you can get away with more of the ocean. That's the only
Just
reason. why.
deeper.
Yeah.
Everything's brown.
I'm not going on vacation with either of you guys.
Nope.
You're right, we're gonna hit the beach. I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna sit in my room and wait 2 hours till you guys come back. Have a way better time.
Yeah, when we
Flipping the
go to
pillow.
the beach next week, I'm totally gonna tell my son, if you have to shit, just shit.
Just do it, man.
It's fine, dude. No one will care. No, then he'll tell my wife, and I'll get in big trouble. Coupon or coupon?
Okay, wait now. Let me say this. In a
Yeah.
sentence. What do you want to get started? I'll go grab the coupons. Coupons.
Really?
Coupons.
You're an East
Coupon?
Coaster. You're supposed to be coupons.
Coupon.
Me and
Coupon.
him and-
No, maybe it is coupon. Maybe you got me doubting myself. Wait now. Coupon. Get the coupons. Coupons. What am I saying? Coupons?
Yeah.
You're with us.
Yeah,
See, it's an
coupons.
East Coast
Your team
thing.
coupons.
Okay, I am.
Coupon.
I think so.
Yeah.
Get the coupons from the.
We had
McDonald's
another
coupons.
newfie in here, and he said coupons, and he said it was an East Coast thing. So
I guess maybe
assumed
it's
you
your
went
coupon?
And everybody
Now
else
coupon
thinks we're
sounds
weird
weird.
because they
Maybe
say
you're trying to
coupons.
like assimilate to
Maybe I'm just trying to
Toronto.
please you guys. I don't know.
No, pleasing us would be coupons.
Coupon. Get the coupons. Get the Mary Brown's coupons. Coupons. Yeah.
All right.
Who's the other newfie that was in here?
Joel Thomas Hines. He's an actor. He's on Orphan Black. He's a writer also.
I know Joel. Yeah. Well, I don't know Joel.
Yeah. His son Percy is also an actor. They made this movie in
We're gonna have
Newfoundland
lots of
called,
East Coasters in here. We love the East Coast.
Yeah, Shauna Mack also. Shauna
Yeah.
McDonald
Yeah,
is
that's
in here.
right.
She's in
Yeah.
Nova Scotia.
Cool.
Yeah, so.
Yes, I know who Joel is.
If you want someone funny or talented, you might end up running into a few East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a good bunch.
Littlest Hobo or Beachcombers?
Littlest Hobo.
Nice.
Come on.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, you're talking about West Coast.
Some people like the humor of the Beachcombers. Like, Littlest Hobo didn't have humor. It was a great show when you're a kid, and like the Lassie thing and the like cute dog that like saves everyone. But the Beachcombers had a certain type of humor that appealed to people.
I'm telling you, put Black Moth Super Rainbow on very loud and watch Littlest Hobo. Eat a lot of mushrooms, and you will have the fucking best night.
What is Black Moth Super Rainbow? Sorry, that's a band?
It's a band.
Okay. Do you know this band?
Which one? Sorry.
Black Moth Super Rainbow.
No, over my head. I don't know if that's a
You'll get
thing
there.
or Indian thing there.
Just need to eat more mushrooms.
There's all the rando bands. Okay, maybe one more.
I like this game. 2 more.
Oh, 2 more? All right. Facebook or Twitter?
Oh, Twitter.
Yeah.
I prefer Twitter because like
Comedians love Twitter.
Because Facebook is like I used to be like especially when I was younger, I was much more self-conscious about likes and shit, like posting a status if it didn't get enough likes, I was insecure and blah blah, and like or people like it was just such a dumb crazy thing to think.
Right.
Whereas Twitter is just more like you just post a joke, and if it doesn't get much love, maybe people didn't see it.
Yeah.
But also just because Twitter is like just so brief and just so like
It's
I don't
discipline too. I think comics like that. I don't.
you don't
and
care
it makes you a
about
better
likes.
writer.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel like
what I
'cause,
mean.
like I'm trying to like always have less words and like
economy of words.
Yeah, very much. And I just find there's better. Like I want to go where there's jokes and fun and also information. When I go to Facebook and I see like, oh man, my like you know like I hear crappy. Like I don't want to see another picture of that friggin' meme with the white bars on top and bottom with LOL. It's like wait till you see this, all emojis, laughing, crying emoji. I'm like, oh my god, get away from me.
Yeah.
Get away from me.
Yeah,
I think both
Twitter
of them
for
have to
sure.
be
But
curated.
Twitter, you don't care that much about likes or like retweets or anything like
Twitter's
that.
just a
It's more
good
just a way
chance
to
to
get
like,
it out
because I
there.
feel like if you post a joke on Twitter, it even just gets 2 likes, because I can see the comics who like it right away, and to me it's just like that in terms of like self love and like wanting to do it, but also just because where I get to see more. I get to follow the comics I want to follow and follow also the news programs I want to follow. Whereas like if I see on Facebook and I have that one aunt who just keeps sharing Fox News stuff, then I'm like, holy hell! And then I click
Fuck you, Auntie Donna.
But like just like whereas Twitter is just more like I can pick and choose exactly what I want to see, and I can. It's just more stream of consciousness.
Right.
Whereas
And
like
you
Facebook, I
use
feel like you
Twitter?
gotta really. Oh, I use Twitter.
Like my friend who's a comic, Liz, she uses Twitter in that if she gets a certain amount of likes on a tweet, then that goes in her act. Then that if she
I know a lot of people
tweets
do that,
something
yeah.
and she gets no response to it, then like it wasn't that funny. Like she still thinks it's funny, but if she gets like 20, 30, 50 likes on something, then she's like, that joke is now part of my act.
Yeah, but what happens like when a guy like me gets a lot of likes on a joke that he throws out there, and I'm like, I should be a comic.
Yeah.
No, you get but then you do
because that's the echo chamber's danger, right?
Yeah.
Where you're just like your own people. They already think you're funny, or
you'll figure out
liking
you're
you.
not a comic very fast. You'll figure out because you'll go on stage because
This podcast is showing my true colors.
Because sometimes a lot of those really loved tweets won't translate on stage very well. So it's just about finding it. To me, I think Twitter's a good testing ground for just a premise,
right?
Because if people are like, if it's getting a lot of retweets and likes, it's like, oh, people
are interested
this is all in the conscious mind of people.
Right.
Whereas like, so I'm like, okay, there's something there. But I feel like I've read out jokes on stage word for word from a tweet, and people are like, oh, that guy should stop talking.
Yeah,
and they're like, yeah.
No, I
but
feel
Twitter between Twitter and Facebook.
Chicken wings, drummies or wingies?
I know what you mean by this. This is a big conversation. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Chicken wing guy in general?
I love wings.
Okay.
I'm a huge wing guy.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The drummies, I'll say this, are definitely the better.
Look at the look.
Okay, no, here's the thing. The drummies have more meat,
right,
and are better. But the wingies, I split them in 2 because some people eat around it, but I split where the cartilage is, right? Because then it's like 2 wings. So now I have 2 wings instead of 1.
This guy likes the meat a lot.
Yeah.
See, the whole point of having the one with the split also is that it creates like a little bit of a divot, canoe, if you like, you know? It lets the sauce become the flavor catcher.
Heyman's theory is that wings are all just about the white sauce. That's all. He doesn't care about the chicken at all.
That's
just
right.
the white dipping sauce, that's it.
You can't scoop with a big one, although you have more surface area to get it on. So if you have a big mouth, it's worth it. But if you have a small one and a small mouth, you're much better going in and treating it like a canoe.
Here's the you know the problem is not the wings. The problem is the container that the white stuff goes in because it's round.
Yes.
It needs to be oval.
100%.
It needs to be oval so that way when it's oval you can get the whole wing in. And I've been saying every
couldn't
time I go to a
agree
place
more.
I'm like, how come you don't have oval bowls for the sauce? I'm like, why? I'm like, because then the whole wing can go in. You're not trying to arc it in. And like restaurants are like, oh yeah, and I'm like, yeah, just
You're
do
a
it.
fucking genius. You're a fucking genius, Ryan Dillon.
It should be like a bath.
Yeah.
You should have dippers and you dip it.
Yeah.
I also have a bunch of theories about food, like chips and dip.
Yeah.
You know, a chip bowl.
Yeah.
I know you can't see me, but like if you picture like take your hand and put your wrist together.
Yeah.
Like this, like as if
Okay,
you're tied
I'm
up.
doing it.
Yeah.
Right. So a bowl. See, put your fingers up like it's a bowl, right? So when you scrape a chip inside the edge of the bowl,
Right.
you know how like you're always trying to you're trying to dip back and get it onto the chip.
Yeah.
Why not tilt
lip.
in the lip of the bowl?
Yes.
So when you scoop against the wall, it goes right on the
Yes.
chip. Why? I want to create that and call it lip dip.
A lip dip with
dip.
even
The lip
little
dip
points.
bowl.
You can even like,
Yeah.
if it's clay, you can go on and make little divots.
You know, like if
so
you have like a pan that has a spout so
Holy
you can
shit.
pour.
Yeah.
No, man, have the bowl curve in so when you go up, it goes right onto the chip.
Holy
Blowing
shit,
our
that's a
fucking
game
minds right
changer.
now, Ryan.
What?
Blowing our fucking
I
minds
got
right
that
now.
copyrighted and everything, man. Don't worry.
You got a
Curved
patent
bowl
on that shit?
nacho dip.
Yeah.
Hey,
If you steal it, I'll know you came from me because there's
I'm actually
evidence right
registering
here.
in patent office right now.
I have a thing. I go to this restaurant, which I love. Great burger place, Burger Shack on Eglinton at Oriole Parkway. One of the best burgers in the city. Sometimes we get chicken souvlaki from there, and they give you this they give you tzatziki sauce in like a paper cup. It's like a little like Dixie cup kind of, but you start dipping, and then the paper cup like
Breaks.
disintegrates,
Hate it.
and then you have this gross, smushy cup, and you can't get the fucking tzatziki out of it. I'm like, would it be so hard to get a plastic fucking bowl to put the tzatziki in? Love you, Burger Shack, but you need some new fucking bowls for your tzatziki. I don't get it.
So funny how little things like that can ruin a meal for me.
Yeah,
like I'll
man.
go to some place and if the way like a certain I can't. Oh my god. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
You told me to have a 3 to 5 minute thing to
You
rant.
good? All right,
about.
let's do it. Here we
Oh
go.
my
Here's your
God.
rant. What do you
Okay.
got?
I love nachos. I'm a huge fan of nachos.
Uh-huh.
Nachos are one of my favorite things in the world because
Right.
nachos are perfect. It has your chips, which is your crunch. You have your smooth cheese, back to crunchy and smooth.
Uh-huh.
You can put veggies, meat. You can it appeals to everybody. Some people don't like
is
something. You ask for a nod on it. You
Healthiest
want-
food I know of.
Stuff on the
It's-
side.
Yeah, stuff on the side, dips.
Yeah.
It just all the flavors are there, right?
Right.
People can put sweet things on it. Me and my girlfriend were out at a place the other night. I'm not gonna say where because I'm so upset about this.
Yeah, no, let's not names.
There was already a few problems. First of all, when I get nachos, I don't like the salsa on the nachos because the chips get soggy.
Right.
Right.
Get the cheese and
On
your
the
veggies.
side.
You have to have it on the side. When I go to
100%.
Sneaky D's, I get the beans and the sauce on the side, and they're
Right.
like, no problem. We get it, but it's for some people. Not a
Right.
problem.
Yeah.
Here's my problem the other night. Get nachos. Now, you can put anything on nachos, sure, but there are some things that shouldn't.
Right.
There are some things you just should not have.
Like what? Chicken?
No, apples.
Oh,
Apples.
I was at I had nachos from this venue on Bloor. I mean, my girlfriend ordered them.
like
And first of all, I
pizza
asked for the
assholes,
the salsa on the side, and they didn't. So I was like, great, the chips are soggy, fine.
Right.
I'll deal with it. I kept trying. I wanted to get an extra sour cream on the side because I like sour cream.
Right.
And it took forever to get it, and it took forever to show up. So by the time the nachos are halfway,
Right.
I didn't get my sour cream till then. Fine. But when I noticed that they put chunks of apple on it, I just sat down for a minute and I just looked at my girlfriend. I was like, I just can't handle it anymore. I'm just done. I was like, Toronto, man, we're done, bud. Like, I just can't. I can't even look at you. I can't even like walk down the street. Like,
That's
it's just
like some hipster fucking.
it is. It was a very hip. It's like a very hip. Like they're like a vegan place, but it has meat optional stuff. So I'm like, so you're a restaurant. So
What does that even mean? That's what?
Anyway,
Okay.
it was just like one of those places that takes pride in cheap beer and cheap food and stuff like
Right.
that. But I was like, dude, like, no, like you don't.
Yeah.
Like there was something about that was just so wrong to me.
Right.
I don't know, because like people put pineapple on pizza, and I'm like, that's, you know what, that divides a lot of people, but there are people who enjoy it. But
yeah, it divides people to people I like and people I don't
yeah,
like.
yeah. But
What, you
oh my
don't
God.
like pineapple? The pineapple eaters?
No.
I'll have a slice of. Someone was at my house recently and he wanted Hawaiian, so we got Hawaiian. I would never order it myself, but like I'll eat a slice of Hawaiian every
Yeah,
once in a
I
while.
will have
if
it
it's
too, and
there,
I'm like, that's
you know?
totally fine. But man, apples on nachos, I was like, how is this adding anything?
Yeah.
It's not even like if they were like cinnamon apple, like
Right.
spiced, like, you know, like the dessert
Yeah,
kind,
yeah.
and it was some kind of like weird like hipster kind of thing. That's fine, but it just felt so pretentious.
Yeah.
It just felt like, oh, we have apples on our nachos,
Right.
And I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Like, just
why mess with a good
stop.
thing?
Just
that's not
stop,
right.
man. Like,
Yeah.
fuck. Like, you're not. oh my God. Like, I have no rhyme or reason to be mad at it except for the fact that I was just like, just stop.
You don't need a reason, man.
Oh, God.
Get worked up.
My back's so tight even talking about this. Like, I'm so upset. Like, literally it ruined my night. Like, I did a show. It was great. My girlfriend, who I just started seeing, and I love her to death. We were having a good time.
Yeah.
We played Guess Who at the bar, and we had an emotional connection because I play subjective Guess Who. So when you play Guess Who, you're like, does your person have a beard? And you're like, no. So you're like, click. I play, does your guy look like he has a secret that he won't tell his wife?
I thought you played don't give me no hand-me-down.
No. I'm saying like,
Guess Who?
no, we play Guess Who like in terms of like, it's like, does your person look like, you know, he like murdered someone with his friend, but they all made a pact not to tell anyone. And like, yeah, so we played that. There was like, there's no way, but we both got each other's person.
Yeah.
And it was just like me and her were like, oh my God.
Right.
Like, so it was just such a perfect one. And then we ate nachos and we were like, what the fuck?
Right.
We're like, and this just like,
Plus, it's your favorite food. It's not just like you just said it's your favorite food. And
it's
they,
one
like,
of my
ruin
favorite
it.
foods.
Yeah,
That's
it's one
the
of your
top
favorite
5
foods.
for sure. Nachos are
It's not like
always
just
fun.
some random.
You can
thing
share
that
it.
you
You
eat.
can do whatever. And I was just apples because they weren't even like, it was like crappy, not even good apples for one. It was
Right.
like that kind of like, you know, those like Macintosh ones that were smush soft. Like
Yes.
it just added mush for the sake of mush, and they weren't even skinned, so I had like the skin getting caught up in all my teeth and stuff.
I think whoever fucking mixed in fruit with salad, I don't know if this happened 10 years ago or longer.
Someone in California
fucking terrible.
did that shit.
Fucking
My son
terrible.
loves strawberries in a salad, but that's just because he's a fucking toddler.
Oh, well.
Like adults should not be eating fruit in their fucking salads.
No, adults
A
should not be eating
Waldorf salad
salads.
has.
We're not rabbits.
Waldorf salad has apples in it. A little bit of a Waldorf, maybe. It also has nuts.
Salad
That's the
should be
thing,
made of
it's like,
prosciutto, roast beef, all sorts of beefs.
You're saying that should be in the salad?
Yeah.
What?
Lettuce is for like fucking rabbits.
Do you even know what a
That's a
salad
flavor
is?
cat.
Terrible.
Do you know what a
And now
salad
they're
is?
kale.
Confusing
I think you're
hamburger
confusing
Kale.
salad
I have
with
a
anything
fucking
else.
seriously on war on kale, especially people
Kale's
that.
the worst.
Oh, you're gonna put a kale on a Caesar salad? What? That's I've had
Caesar
that
salads
before.
remain
That's not a
lettuce.
Caesar.
Well,
that's not a
Caesar salad should be remaining as that fucking vestige of hope for people like me. You know what I mean? Like, I can order a salad, feel good about myself, but I know that deep down inside.
I don't like. I like eating meat, but I'm forced to eat a salad. And the server goes,
That's a
I can
Caesar
do
salad. Bacon
Like, that's what it
bits.
is,
But a
bacon
Caesar
bits.
salad
lettuce. These
barely
lettuce.
a salad.
It is
Like
barely
Caesar
a
salad.
salad.
Is right at the edge of like fast food. Of like, you
Right.
don't really like salads.
And what
so
does
put
the
this
lettuce do?
Cream
the
on
lettuce
it.
is the fucking flavor catcher.
flavor
for
catches,
fucking
I know,
ranch dressing.
flavor
And when you
catches.
throw kale in the mix, which actually has a taste, it ruins the
All
whole
right,
fucking
we're
thing.
starting a new podcast called Flavor Catchers, and it's just all hey man talking about flavor catchers.
I'm just saying apples should not be on nachos.
So here's my question: did you still tip? Like, plus they brought your sour cream late. How good of a tip did you give?
I gave 10%.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
gave
good.
when I get bad service and everything's wrong
Yeah.
and like the whatever, I tip 10%.
All right.
Because you're still doing their job. They're
See,
still
I hate
bringing
when
my
people
food.
give 15% no
didn't
matter
come up with
what.
that
They give
stupid
15% just for fucking showing up, and I'm like, no.
10%
15% is for doing a good job,
Yeah.
or a fairly good job. 20% is like a great job. I couldn't have asked for anything more.
Yeah.
But like people that just give the
Our
15%.
server, she was still like nice. It's just like
Yeah.
it was hard to get her attention. It was just like it was just more of like an establishment thing than the
Right.
person who was
Not
serving.
her
She was a
fault.
lovely person,
Yeah.
but it was just like, and she was still doing her job. But like there was like I asked for it and it kept going late, and the nachos came out cold, and
Right.
they were also cold.
Yeah.
They were also
Ugh.
cold, which was really frustrating.
Put apples on my nacho, I would make everyone
And I was
my
like,
immediate
yeah.
enemy.
Now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I totally should have tipped more because it wasn't so much her, it was just the food. But I was just so infuriated by the food that I was just like, no one's going to be happy. But now, like,
Yeah.
it was like just a moment.
I don't know. I don't feel bad
So
about
that's
when I
very
give
upsetting.
smaller tips. Like I'm just.
If there's
I
bad
have some
service,
people
you
that
can
are
tip
like-
less. If you
yeah.
bad service, you tip a good service, you tip more. But you still tip because they're doing the job.
Yeah,
Because that's
and
how
they're
they make their
getting paid
money.
Shit,
Yeah.
and that's how they make money.
Yeah. That you have to tip.
I know some people that give like hateful tips, like on purpose. They'll give like they'll leave like a nickel on the table,
No, that's
just to be
stupid.
like, you don't
That's
deserve anything.
awful.
So here, I don't want you to think that I didn't
That's
leave, that I
terrible.
accidentally forgot to leave a tip. So I'm going to make
No.
it clear that I know I'm not leaving a tip, and that's why I'm leaving you a dime.
No,
you know,
that's
like, and
awful.
that's just being a dick.
that
like,
person deserves to rot.
Yeah, I
that
don't care
person
for
just
that.
never worked in the service industry. So.
And I mean, I can't speak from like my experiences with jobs. Is I never worked in like serving food,
Right.
But I've worked in like every other possible thing you could do. Like I worked at the library,
Menial.
university,
Yeah.
like labor and desk jobs and
Yeah.
video editing and production. I mean, oh my
Yeah.
god, if I named off my resume looks like like a job application form at university. Like, what do you want to be? And I'm like, I did all of it, like, but not well. Like, I'm very okay at a lot of things. Like, I'm just fine at so many things, and that's
jack
it.
Off of all trades.
Yeah.
Cool, man. That's a good rant. I like that rant. Fuck
apples on nachos. Don't get the fuck away from me. I can't handle it.
That
oh my
pisses
god!
me off.
Just don't. Yeah,
I literally saw it and I was like, and like Hannah, my girlfriend Hannah just looked at me and went, "Are you okay?" I was like, "We gotta go." Like,
I would have been the same way, man. I would have been like, "With this guy so fucking special." Like I would have taken it personal, and it would have damaged my relationship because my wife wouldn't have cared, and she would have been, "You're embarrassing me."
Yeah.
You know, why do you even care? Why does this matter?
Yeah.
Why are you crying now?
That's why we have this podcast, so we can rant about shit without our wives being here.
I don't mind like interesting takes on food. I just like a heads up.
Yeah,
exactly. Like a heads up.
Yeah, if you go to a fusion restaurant and the whole thing is like we're gonna mix things that you don't expect
mix,
to
like
see
Southern
mixed.
barbecue and like Thai. I'm like, cool, man.
Yeah,
Hit me up. I'll try that.
Yeah.
But don't sneak in something to be like, we do this. Like,
yeah, we do this here. We're gonna find out after we go off the mic. Ryan's gonna tell us where this restaurant is, and I think me and Heyman are gonna go there. And we'll just order the nachos, and then we're going to say, like, wait, are there apples on these nachos? Fuck that bullshit! And then, like, walk out. That's my plan. That's what we're going to do. Cool. Awesome. Thanks for coming in, Ryan. That was fun.
My pleasure. This is so fun. Thank you so
much. What's give me some plugs. What do you got coming up?
I'm opening
up later this month.
When?
Like, you can do end of the month or...
January 27th, I'm opening up for Baron Vaughn at Comedy Bar.
Great.
At 8 p.m., so that'll be Friday 27th, 8 p.m.
Great.
And then, in Newfoundland, I'm going on tour with Deanne Smith on February 18th.
Cool.
I'll be doing, like, the 16th, 17th, 18th. We're doing Jib Fest, the music festival there. And we're doing, like, our own book shows and stuff.
Nice.
And
podcasts are available in Newfoundland, right?
Yeah. And other than that, follow me. I'd say just follow me on Twitter and everything at the Ryan Dillon.
At the Ryan Dillon.
I hate it. There's so many Ryan Dillons online. I just picked.
Is it the or the?
I'm not the. I'm just the. I wanted to be like, it's just, Ryan. Yeah, I wish my Twitter handle was just, Ryan.
That'd be a good Twitter name. just Ryan.
Ryan. Yeah. But the Ryan Dillon. Yeah, look me up.
Cool, man. Awesome. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Peace.
Cheers.
That was a podcast. It was a good one. I love Ryan. That was fucking great, man. I love everyone that comes in this place. And I know you love Matt, so you want to get to him. Email him, comerantpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram at comerantpodcast. We're all over the place. We're on iTunes now. You can find us on the Podcast Republic. You can get to us. There's no fucking excuse. Okay? If you miss it, it's on you. Thanks for listening. Our microphones are brought to you by Shure. The music that you're jamming to is Grays, a Toronto band. We love you all. We'll be back next week, and this has been an SG Audio Network production.